Welcome to this training session developed by NHS Norfolk and Waveney ICB to support community pharmacies in managing emergency medication requests. This video will guide you through the process of directing patients to NHS 111 and ensuring they receive appropriate care efficiently. Pharmacies often receive requests for emergency medication when patients have run out of their regular prescriptions. These patients should now be signposted to the NHS 111 service via the online website, mobile app, or by calling 111. The service will direct them to an appropriate pharmacy or healthcare provider. Emergency medication requests must now be processed through NHS 111 to ensure a consistent and equitable approach across the region. Patients needing emergency medication must now use the NHS 111 service via the website, mobile app, or by calling 111 directly. NHS 111 will guide them through a structured assessment and direct them to a pharmacy. However, the supply of emergency medication is at the discretion of the pharmacist and may not be fulfilled depending on the individual circumstances and clinical need. The system asks a series of questions to determine the urgency of the request and the nearest available pharmacy that can help. If a patient also has symptoms of a new or worsening condition, advise them to call NHS 111 directly and speak to an advisor. The NHS 111 service helps patients find a pharmacy that can provide emergency medication. The app and website allow patients to answer a few questions and get signposted to an open pharmacy. If needed, pharmacy teams can support patients in using the app. Please remind patients that this service does not cover antibiotics for new or recent conditions, nor does it include controlled drugs that require identification to collect. Please watch this video and learn how to navigate the NHS 111 online service for emergency medication requests and support your patients when needed. Ask the patient to click the green Start Now button. First, tell the patient that they will see a list of emergency symptoms and check with them to ensure that none apply. If no symptoms are present, click the I have none of these to continue. On the next screen, select who needs help. Choose someone else if you are assisting the patient. Enter the postcode of your current location. Confirm the patient's age and type into the text box. Verify with the patient the sex they were assigned at birth and select from male or female. Find out whether the patient has already sent a repeat prescription to their GP surgery. Confirm with the patient what happened to their repeat prescription request and choose from the options below. Ask the patient when they are next due to take their medication and select from the options below. Once complete, click Start My Request to proceed. A list of local pharmacies will appear. Invite the patient to select their preferred pharmacy. Verify the patient's first and last name and enter this into the text box. Ask the patient to confirm their date of birth. Ask the patient to provide a contact telephone number. Confirm with the patient if the postcode provided is their home address or a different location. Check with the patient if they would like to receive confirmation of this request and select their preference from the options below. Finally, review all entered details with the patient to ensure everything is correct. Once confirmed, please click Send Details and let the patient know their request has been submitted to their chosen pharmacy. Please note, the decision to provide an emergency supply is at the discretion of the pharmacist based on your medical need and the availability of the medication. To ensure consistent patient support across our region, pharmacists are reminded to direct all emergency medication requests to NHS 111. Assist patients in using the NHS 111 app if needed. Ensure patients with symptoms of illness call NHS 111 instead of using the online service. Update the directory of services promptly to reflect opening hours so NHS 111 provides accurate referrals. thank you from NHS Norfolk and Waveney ICB for your commitment to providing high-quality patient care. Your role in supporting emergency medication requests ensure that those in urgent need receive timely and effective support through NHS 111.